I have a lot of anxiety right now. Like, a lot of anxiety right now. And I have anxiety right now because I'm getting ready in an hour to speak on some things that are really important that have been like being ignored for whatever fucking reason. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm getting ready to talk about some like real shit on like a real thing on a panel. And so yeah, I have anxiety, and I figured that I would just turn the camera on and kind of talk myself through it and talk you through it and talk to you guys, because like, I don't know, being recognized as like an influencer really like means a lot to me, and it also like kind of puts pressure on me at the same time, because I'm like, wow, people actually really do listen to what I say, even if they're not like chiming in and commenting or liking or retweeting or engaging with it on social media, or like responding to it in a way that they should respond to it, or in any way at all. So it kind of like, I don't know, it does things to me, it triggers things within me, and like it feels really good to be looked at it, but also it's just like, I don't know, it's like, holy shit, like, don't say the wrong thing and don't do the wrong thing, but I also don't want to not speak my truth and not be in alignment with who I am, because that is what's most important to me, and I feel like that's the reason why people see me the way that they see me. So yeah, I kind of just wanted to talk you guys through my anxiety and what I do when I'm anxious. So I have CPTSD, I have BPSD, I have a whole bunch of fucking disorders, so much so that like I'm prescribed to smoke a lot of medical marijuana a day because of it. And I try to not like overuse it and like use it as a crutch. I try to use it the right way, as a tool to help me be in my body instead of in my head. So yeah, so some of the things I do, what happens to me when I get anxiety is that like a lot of people don't believe me because I internalize things, but I get really kind of like antsy and my muscles get really tight and tense. Like my neck is fucking killing me right now. And so I like to stretch, right? And breathe. And then just kind of like stretch a little bit more. And as I stretch more, I breathe more deeper. And I kind of just hold it until I feel the release. And I also try to work with my mind at the same time, because I'm trying to bring everything back into alignment, right? Because I'm feeling anxiety because I'm not 100% in alignment, and part of me is feeling resistance to it, and that's what's causing all of the muscle pain and all of the chatter in my mind. So just breathe into it. And then switch to the other side. And I'm already starting to feel more relaxed, and my shoulders starting to feel better. That feels better. Now I'm not like so on the edge, but I'm still pretty anxious. And so like the reason why I'm so anxious is because like I'm finally being given an opportunity to talk about accountability and some things that I feel are like the driving cause for a lot of the issues in the industry. And nobody's given me the opportunity to speak on it, even though I've asked them and proposed it multiple times to different people. And It just hasn't happened yet. So like I'm excited, but I'm also nervous at the same time, and I don't want to like bogart the whole time because we only have 40 minutes and I could literally talk about this and why it's so wrong and why it's so important that like we have accountability and that we be accountable and hold our not only ourselves but each other accountable, because it is really important. And I feel like that is really the way I see it. I can see the bigger picture to things. Like from all of my experiences in life, I don't know if it's like I've learned how to do this through unhealthy coping habits, but now that I know how to do it, I don't use it in a unhealthy way, and I use it to help me see what's going on with my life, and things around me. But so I kind of like have been able to step back and see the bigger picture of what's really the driving force behind like all of the issues that we face, and it's the lack of accountability that we have. And I feel like it's time that we start being accountable. Like I don't see what's the big deal and why it's so hard. Like, yeah, it's fucking really uncomfortable to be accountable, and sometimes it's really hard to do the right thing, but that's like why it's the right thing. And it's hard because it's supposed to be, but it feels even better when you finally do it. And if we did have more accountability, I think that the rest of society would view the adult industry in a completely different way. And I also think that we would just feel a lot better about ourselves. Because here's the deal, like a lot of people on Twitter were saying that like they don't understand how some people can be so upset about this company wanting to give us 80%. And my thing is that I'm not upset that they want to give us 80%. I'm upset about the way that they're going about it and the psychology behind their marketing, because it's fucked up. And maybe it's because of my experience with my ex-husband, who was an abusive piece of fucking shit and like literally killed me, and I like literally like left my body and met like my being, you know, my core being, and like my maker, which is one and the same. I am my maker, I am the creator, I am the universe. And so I had that experience with him, and the fucked up thing like that he told me, right, because he like actually went to prison for what he did to me, and he called me from a cell phone that he got in prison that he had illegally, and he was stalking me and harassing me with. And he told me, he said, "Baby girl, the reason why I did this to you and I'm gonna spit some game on you is because I don't ever want you to be a player in someone else's chess game, because life is a game of chess and you always need to be 5 steps ahead of everyone," and just started laying all this game on me, right? And I was able to like, as I started healing and growing, having that experience, and him like literally telling me and confessing that like, yeah, he did all that shit to me and he doesn't feel sorry for it, and that it was good for me and he did it to help me, it made me be able to see when people are being fucked up. And this company is being fucked up in their marketing and what they're doing. And that's why I'm upset about it, and that's why a lot of other people are upset about it. It's not that we don't want to retweet it for somebody else to get that 80%, because we're not even doing that. It's that we want them to do the right thing, because we shouldn't have to ask them to do the right fucking thing, especially when their whole entire fucking marketing campaign, like the whole marketing campaign, is that they're the most ethical site. But that is this marketing and that what they're doing is completely unethical. Completely. Entirely. And they have, it's like they don't even understand what it is. But here's what's even more fucked up, is that they do understand what ethical is, and they're choosing to not be ethical. And that's what pisses me off and the most, is because these people are doing the same exact thing that my ex-husband used to do. He knew that it was not right and not okay, but he did it anyway because he knew he could, and he knew he could get away with it. And that's what they're doing here. They know that they can do it. They know that they can be shitty and continue to be shitty because nobody's ever held them accountable. Nobody's ever said anything. And the people who are saying things, like a lot of times, like they're saying, no, that's not okay, but then they're just going about it and they're retweeting it anyway, and they're going about it. And even like in their retweet, they're even saying like, this isn't cool, you should, you know, do the right thing anyway, but I'm going to retweet it for the people who deserve it. Like, that is so fucked up that they're literally gaslighting you and making you feel like you should. And the whole thing, and you know what if they turn around and they're not gonna do it? And that was the whole reason for not doing it. Because if you look at their Twitter engagements, I've never really seen them get anywhere near that many amount of retweets that they want. And that's what makes me mad and a lot of other people mad. And I just, it's because they're taking advantage of people who don't see that and aren't able to see that. And that shit, like, it's not even about me at this point. It's about, like, people who deserve better not getting what they fucking deserve, because these people just think that they can do whatever the fuck they want and get away with it because they have been, and nobody's ever held them accountable, and there have been no repercussions for it, and they can just do the next shitty thing and the next shitty thing. And it's not even just this one company, not even just this one. It's the next one and the next one and all of them, because that is what they set it up to be. And they make you believe that you need them, but the reality of all of this, the most fucked up thing, is that they need you. They can't make any of their fucking money if we're not on their fucking websites letting them make money off of our image and our content and everything else for hosting and for traffic and all of this, you know? It's before, you know, and I haven't even been here for very long. You know, I've only been involved in doing this for like 3 years, but I talked to a lot of people, and these sites didn't even exist before. Everybody had their own website and was doing their own thing, and these sites decided to come along and say, I'm going to make things easier for you, but I'm going to take 50% of your money for doing it. And then I'm going to be shitty to you, and while in the process I'm also going to steal your content, and I'm going to host it to pirating sites to make more money off of it, but I'm going to call it marketing and promotion and all of this other bullshit. And I think it's time that, like, it changed and was different. And, like, if these sites still want to be part of it and to have our money, then they should just do the right fucking thing and be ethical and not put everybody into a position where they have to use a site even though they fucking hate it and hate the people behind it and their marketing and their psychology and what drives them and how they do business, because they want to be able to make a name for themselves and make some money. And I don't know. Like, it just really pisses me off. And it sucks, and it breaks my heart that, like, so many people are just so oblivious to it. And, like, you shouldn't allow people to walk all over you like that, and you shouldn't be, like, so many people I see put so much, like, of their being, they put, like, so much time, energy, and passion, and they're, like, they put their being into their work, and they put their being into promoting. Like, some of my friends and people that I, like, really support are all about one specific site, and they don't have any kind of way of diversifying their income, and they're, like, all up this site, and they're so proud of themselves, and they're doing such a great fucking job. I'm proud of them. But what sucks and breaks my heart is that this company is not giving them the same in return, you know, and they deserve it. They deserve that. They deserve the same thing that they put in. These companies are not loyal to you. They don't care about you. They talk shit about you to all the other companies when they're, you know, in their little circles, you know, with their money, and talking about, oh yeah, this person and that person, and can you believe, and can you believe this is the kind of content that she's putting out, and this is what they're doing, and blah 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 blah. Like, why should we be supporting them? Why should they be getting our fucking money, taking such, you know, like, why? I don't know. That's just what pisses me off, and why I'm kind of anxious, because as you can see, like, it shit pisses me off, and when I get pissed off, I get angry, and also it's hard to communicate things clearly, and I don't want to miscommunicate myself, or, like, say, I don't want there to be any miscommunications when I'm about to go speak with everyone, and I also don't want to, like, get stuck on it and go off on it, and before I know it, it's been, like, all the time and nobody else got to talk, because I really want to hear what everybody else has to say, because I feel like everybody else that's speaking on this panel they speak from their heart, and they are in alignment with who they are, and they, you know, they're real, and they see these issues too, and so Yeah, I want to hear what they have to say about everything too. So, yeah, I don't even know if I'm gonna post this because I've just been really rambling, and I'm like getting all anxious again. My back is all starting to like get tense again. I don't want to smoke anymore because I already smoked before doing this, and I don't want to be like not able to communicate now. I don't know, I guess I just really wish it was different, and I'm gonna quote my man Jimi Hendrix, who quotes my man Gandhi, and saying, you have to be the change that you wish to see in the world. And, you know, I want to see there be changes here in this industry, because I think that if we just made this one little change, literally of being accountable, it would change a lot. It would keep there from being abusive people in the industry, because, you know, we still have abusive people in the industry, and we still have them getting awards because nobody's holding them accountable, and instead of holding them accountable, we're putting them on a fucking pedestal and saying, great job, go hurt more people. Like, how the fuck do you sleep at night knowing that that's what you're doing? You're just taking people who are abusive and just being like, great job, now go hurt more people. Like, how? Right? So, yeah, accountability gets rid of that. Accountability gets rid of all these sites hurting people and doing all this bullshit, you know, changing payments up on you, you know, and it's without telling you the day before a fucking contest happens, and then charging you to get your money on top of that. That's some fucking bullshit. That would no longer be happening if there was more accountability in the industry and everybody was just a decent fucking human being and was accountable for their actions and held these people accountable who aren't being accountable for their actions. We would have less people who bring a bad name and light to our industry, like people who think it's okay to write fantasies about fucking children. That's not okay, and then they go off and everybody tells them it's not okay, but then 3 months later they come back to Twitter and everybody follows them again, and companies hire them and put them on their you know, there's so many companies that I wanted to work with that, like, I had like page full of all these companies, and it's gone down to 4. There's 4 companies who haven't done something that is like unethical or embarrassing that I was just like, nope, 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 gone. All of them are gone except for those 4. And so I think that, you know, we would have less people not wanting to work with these companies who are doing fucking garbage shit. We would have less people who are hurting people. We would have less people who are just not even, they should not be in the industry at all, these people who are doing that. Yeah, and we would have less stigma because people would actually see that we're actually decent fucking human beings, and we're normal, and we care about people, and we don't want to hurt people. So, yeah. I'm gonna put my legs up the wall and some legs up the wall post, because post is like ingrained in my head because we have to post every day. That's another thing, we shouldn't have to post every day, and people should understand that. Like, again, we're fucking human beings. But yeah. I need a massage after this. And I'm gonna smoke such a big fat bowl after we're done. Like, I'm gonna pack it now. Oh my god. I'm gonna pack this bowl now. But, yeah, I don't know. I think our community just needs to just be, like, a better community and not have, like, all of these other communities within it that don't get along with each other and talk shit about each other, because at the end of the day, like, this is all of these relationships that we have with each other within this relationship, whether it's another co-star or a coworker or it's one of these websites, they're all symbiotic. We all, like, work with each other and help each other grow, and I think that we should be looking to help each other more instead of hurting each other, especially since, like, we're in the middle of a fucking pandemic that's not going away, no matter how much you want it to and how much you want it to go back to how it used to be. It's not. And, like, my intuition and, like, from what I pick up, like, I'm not making any plans for, like, travel or anything like that until, like, 2023, and it's not just gonna, we're not gonna wake up and it's just like, oh, it's gone. No, it doesn't work like that. And if you look at the history, like, the last time there was any kind of, like, really bad outbreak like this, it took, like, 6 years for them to get it under control, and so this is only year number 2, so this is kind of like our new normal, and I think that everybody just kind of needs to get with the program and start helping each other and lifting each other up, and instead of, like, stepping on each other to get a higher up place in the world and be better and have more money, because that's just bullshit. I really, like, wish that more people would speak their truth and speak on what they believe in, and for what's right. I would like to see that more, because it breaks my fucking heart sometimes to, like, I'm in a lot of fucking group chats. Like, I network a lot. I'm a networking machine. Like, when I was in college, they used to pay me to go network just because, like, I'm naturally network. Even though I have social anxiety, like, put me in a room with a bunch of people that are like-minded, that are wanting to grow and talk about things and share information and knowledge, and just, like, fuck yeah. Because the only thing that's better than money is knowledge and power and information and support. And so that's what I get out of networking. And so from networking in all these groups, it breaks my heart to, like, have so many people, like, vent about things, like, privately in these groups, and being like, I really wish that I could say something about this publicly, but I'm afraid to lose my platform. You know, I'm afraid that this company will kick me off if I speak my truth. I'm afraid that this company will no longer let me be on their platform, and they'll shut down my account if I share my story. Like, you shouldn't, like, everybody should be able to feel like they could share their story. And, like, that's another thing that breaks my heart too, is, like, people tell me, they're like, Jem, you're so brave for just, like, always speaking your mind, and I'm just like, I wish that everybody could, because that's how you get things in life, is by, like, knowing what you want and knowing what's true to you, and speaking on it and going after it, because, like, you asking, you shall receive. Like, the universe listens to you and it responds to you. And so if you don't think that you can have that because other people are telling you that you can't, and that you won't, and they're threatening you with removing your income and shutting down your platform for speaking that and asking for what you deserve, like, I wish people didn't experience that. Like, so. So anyway, now that I'm all fucking emotional and need to get myself in a good mood again, How about fucking crypto? Yeah. Note is one of my favorite places to be right now. It's like a brand new social network platform, like kind of like Twitter, but it's on the blockchain, and so like people can tip you on all of your posts, which is pretty cool. And they have a pretty good community there. And I mean, not everybody that's on there I like. That my block list actually grew pretty fast when like all of the MAGA supporters got kicked off of Twitter because they started looking for other places, and some of them came on there. And so that like Note doesn't believe in censorship. So like for me that's really cool because I can go in and like post all my links, and I can post my pictures, and I can, and I can earn money on posting my links and my pictures. And I met some really cool people on there, but I also ran into people that were like their first post on there I was like no blocked. So it's like a double-edged sword with that aspect of no censorship. But looking at it from a platform, because if you look at any platform, just like Twitter and everything else, like there's all kinds of people on there, people that you like and don't like, and you get along with and don't get along with. And so I think it's cool that they don't just kick anybody off because they don't like them and don't agree with them. And I've actually found a lot of really cool opportunities from them. Like Bitcoin Meister sent me a gift card to go shopping on their store, and obviously I picked the Note swag because I like Note. And it was really cool. It was dope, and like they're not even in the US, and the hoodie came to me like it was like within 2-3 days it was like there. And then the leggings took a little while longer, but they were there within a week, and so like that's really cool. I like that. I like the opportunities that I found. I like most of the people that I've been engaging with there. They've been really cool and really awesome, and they've shared a lot of Note with me, but they've also shared a lot of like really cool, great information and resources and knowledge that they have on crypto and that space. That's helped me. Like I thought like I'm a lifelong learner, so I'm always wanting to learn more and grow, because no matter how much you think you understand about a concept, there's still something that you don't know. Whether you've been in something for 10 years or not, like there's still something else you can learn from someone else, and from like just reading more information. So I thought that was really cool, and I like that about that place. So yeah, so I'm going to turn this off and go to the bathroom, and then I'm going to play my feel good song and feel good, and then I will see you guys on the internext panel. So I don't even know if I'm posting this, and if I do post it, it'll probably be after the panel, but yeah.